Sorry, I just couldn't find the mouse.
Start off on a yawn.
On a yawn?
That's what I did.
I'm starting off with pizza. I think I ate pizza in our first episode too. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Is it good?
It's Hawaiian.
It's actually super Hawaiian.
What's that mean?
There's no ham. It's like bacon and some other pork.
Is that like Maui?
Like Maui? Like the character?
Mm-hmm.
I never watched Moana.
I think he's a super Hawaiian.
Probably. I mean, from the way he looks.
Does that make Moana super Hawaiian? Are they even Hawaiian?
Yeah. You know what? By Disney logic, you could be being racist towards Moana and its universe right now. You don't know if they're Hawaiian. Damn, that was a snot rocket, and I watched that. I really hope you can see that on playback. Because I can see it sitting on your arm, too.
Shut the fuck up.
Sitting on the top middle of his arm, connecting from, like, where the hoodie is, if you're looking for it on camera. Now it's, like, under his sleeve, so now you can't really see it. And there's the water he spilled all on his jacket before he came in.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
There's a lot of things that happened. But anyway, as a proper introduction, welcome back. It's been, like, 4 months, almost 5.
Oh, yeah, let's get this. Welcome back to Zero XP.
Yeah.
Two morons who can't consistently upload. Dude, I feel the water all the way down my arm. Literally all the way down my arm.
I believe you.
Who can't consistently upload or keep their life together fully, but now we live together. You've missed a lot. We have a lot to catch you up on. So this will probably be a feature-length episode.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot that's happened in the past, like,
It's been
5 months.
since September. Our last upload was September 13th. We looked right before the episode started. A lot has happened since September 13th. Were you out of your house last time?
But, yeah, because I know in one of the episodes I talked about moving into where we are now. Because I was still working all that out at the time. So,
I'm talking about the pizza. Now you're a dumbass. I don't care what you're talking about.
okay.
Fuck you.
Sucks to be you. I don't know. It feels like what's been like a year now of living here. Like
Yeah,
felt like a
it's
while.
been like 6 months for you, I think, right? Something like that.
Almost. Very, very close, actually.
Mhm.
Which, it's weird to think that, one, I've almost been out of the house for a year, and two, I've almost been in this, like, permanent apartment for almost half a year. Because there was a lot of in between.
I'm chewing, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This pizza, I'm really hungry, and the pizza's really good.
I don't get how you're so hungry. If you see me, like, reaching over to the side and you can see this is Wallace. It's the dog. And you can't really see him, but
The
that's
dog.
pretty
It's
sure.
my dog. It's my puppy.
It's the dog.
The dog head ass.
The dog.
How much of his food have you bought?
None.
How many times you taken him out?
I've gone with you a couple times.
That's my dog, dumbass.
Yeah, but I still give him love. Still love him.
You do the easy part.
Yeah, I give him attention. Because y'all don't give him attention.
That is such a...
I just
Bro.
want to point out that I'm
Don't
the best
speak
one
about
raising
him
the
like
dog
that.
Here.
You what?
I'm the best one raising the dog here.
That is insane.
Attention-wise.
You think you're giving him more attention than me? I spoon him at night, Lane. Now what? Now what?
Now you seem like you're into bestiality.
No. That is two completely different things.
You spooning your dog, bro. That's a problem.
Why? That's just cuddling.
No?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Spooning is literally just cuddling.
Glorified cuddling.
How is it glorified cuddling? Oh, it's just cuddling. You never, like, spoon somebody?
Of course I have. You know, it feels good. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want now.
You could do that.
I know I could have done that before.
You do that anyway. You do that every day. Unfortunately, I listen to you talk about whatever the fuck you want every day of my damn life.
I mean, like, on here. Because now, like...
Now other people get to hear that dumb shit.
Well, I mean, just, like, circumstantial situations.
Pick it up. That is ridiculous. No way. No way. That's fiendry at its finest. Oh my god. It's Captain Fiend. Holy shit.
You'd be correct. I have too many of these, so if you see me keep picking them up and finding them, don't be surprised.
I keep on hearing myself smack into the microphone.
Then stop. I can hear you smacking. It's gross. Damn, bro. Shit.
I don't mean to.
I still will. No diss to Jackson. I'll never forget the time that I think I was 14, maybe 15, and I was spending the night at his house. This is like very early on, spending the night at Jackson's, and I think it was either him or RJ, his older brother, were like smacking their lips at the table, and I couldn't handle it, and I told them to stop in front of their parents. Like I really did. There's Wallace, by the way.
Get off of the set. You're interrupting.
He's fine.
This is primetime programming.
We also have barely been home.
It's just smash with stage hazards.
I'm sorry, I'm yawning.
Damn, bro.
I'm so tired. Like,
Why?
I could take a nap. No lie.
You don't need that much sleep.
I do, personally.
You don't, personally.
I have like a hibernation mode.
Yeah, but like, you don't have to hibernate every time you go to bed. Fuck off. Fuck off. How about that?
Why do you have to do this? Like, you're so in the way.
Can you at least look at the camera so that we can, like, abuse your cuteness?
He just wants your food.
I know. Wow, bro. That is just a straight asshole shot. That was just a straight... Go away. Go away.
Wallace, go lay down. Wallace, lay down. Go. No, that doesn't mean... Okay, whatever. He's going to sit right here, and that's fine. I can live with that. I don't know if I can... Are you serious? There's so much discoordinated shit happening right now. I can't even handle it.
I'm smart.
What if I just leaked our address? Hear me out.
No, don't do that.
What's been happening lately? What, like, in the sense of the world? I'm trying to think about like relevant things that have been going on. You missed.
Oh, sure. Adolf Hitler.
Dude, we can't episode 1.
Okay.
Kanye.
Okay. Fine.
Plus, that's kind of old news at this point.
It is. Well, he's just gone, isn't he? Can't find him.
Yeah, I mean, he got remarried, but that's about it. She looks exactly like Kim Kardashian.
Really?
Yes.
What's her name?
Bianca Sensory.
Bianca Sensory?
Yes.
Bianca Sensory. Alright, what's the relation? Like, how do they...
She used to be a member on the Yeezy team.
I can't believe I didn't have this set up.
Bless you.
I've been a little bit sick recently.
COVID.
Excuse me?
It's not typing.
What?
Child porn.
Okay, bro.
Sorry, his history just came up.
Oh, it's on like control. It's on like because it's 60%, so it thinks it's in like function mode. Like if I press H, it'll go to my history. Don't say it again. Don't say it again.
Bestiality.
No, dude.
God
No.
damn, dude, your search history is weird.
Your search history you got going on. I don't know how this keyboard works. Is what I've just figured out. She looks like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Him?
Kim.
Him?
Yeah. Himothy. Him Jones.
She does. I used to have it on standby to pull up on my phone, but I have more important things.
You had it on standby?
Dude, I have okay, so I don't know if you know this, but I maxed out my tabs on Safari on my phone, and it's been that way.
I was
for
there
a
when you
while.
did it.
Yeah. So I just make new tabs, and then the old ones get deleted.
Okay, that makes sense.
The further down it is, probably the more relevant it is.
You know what we could talk about? Christmas time. I had something that happened to me.
Oh yeah, good point.
This
I
is-
want to talk about.
This is gonna be there's a lot of shit we could talk about. This is gonna be an episode of us just recalling things that have happened since we last were on here. So, If it's a little bit convoluted, you're welcome. I'm not gonna apologize. That's just how my brain works. So over Christmas break, I went to Virginia to see like my grandparents and some family that I haven't seen in a while. And so I took a train. It was like an 8-hour train ride. Yeah, it was like 8 hours. It was like an 8-hour train ride, or 6 hours. I can't remember. From where we are to Virginia. I met some shawties on the Amtrak. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Get any snaps?
I did. But then I never talked to him again because like, I don't, I don't really have a way of contacting people like that. I was on Tinder in Virginia. That shit is crazy because they like if you get snaps from, or at least for the chicks that were in Virginia, we're still like trying to like I guess stay in contact. I was like I go up there like maybe once every other year. Like it was really just to see who was in Virginia. I'm not gonna lie. But I got stuck with I went up to Virginia for 4 days, and then the day that I was supposed to fly back, because I was flying back, I went through the gates, went through TSA, did everything, sat down at my gate, and then my flight got canceled. And then we got a scheduled flight for the next day, and I was leaving on Christmas Eve, so my flight got canceled on Christmas Eve, so I didn't get to spend Christmas with my family. I was supposed to fly back on Christmas. My flight on Christmas got canceled. So then I flew back the day after Christmas, and missed Christmas with my whole family.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, but I was like throwing back tequila shots with my grandma, so I can't really get that mad.
Yeah. You had an interesting Christmas.
I did have an interesting Christmas.
I had a very interesting Christmas. I actually,
Mm.
now that I think about it, I did want to save this story for the podcast whenever we did bring it back, because I haven't given to you full details. But Christmas this past year, we both live with our roommate Chase. I feel like I brought him up before on the podcast.
The
Hopefully.
fucking monster of a man.
Yeah. But he invited me to go to his family's Christmas this year, so and they live in a different part of town than we do, so we headed out there. We had a friend staying with us at the time, Bryce, so he was watching the house while we were gone.
Sure.
So we show up.
Wait,
it's like maybe
how far away does Chase's family live?
like 30 minutes.
Did y'all stay the night there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how many nights?
Just that night.
Mm.
I went back early next morning after like we opened gifts. Because
We went there Christmas Eve.
we went Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like we show up maybe 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and we go out in the car. Like at first, we show up and I look at Chase and I'm like, okay, what are the rules? How am I allowed to hit my vape? How are things gonna go?
Yeah.
And I'm sober at this time walking in. Like I'm 100% stone cold sober.
Okay.
And
Cool.
I'm making conversation, trying to meet his family, all this stuff. We go out to the car, Meemaw's car. She's out there like smoking a cigarette, like a Newport or whatever.
Meemaw?
Yeah. We continue on, food, people start showing up. Got to meet the Drunkle. I forget his name, but that was just his nickname.
Drunkle Stan?
Yeah, he was hammered all night.
Yeah, I mean, he's the drunkle. That's his thing.
He got into like a little fight with Chase. That was cool.
When you say a fight,
Not like fist fight, but like poke fight. It was like, I'll let you jab at my chest like 10 times as hard as you can if I get to get you one time.
what? That was like the stipulations?
I have a video of it saved.
Wait, who got to jab him 10 times? Wait,
Chase.
Chase got to jab him.
Like with his fingers like that.
Okay.
In his chest.
And the drunkle did what?
You got to do it one time back.
Okay. One?
Yeah. Bro, he was like made of steel. He didn't feel a singular one.
What?
I don't know.
Chase isn't weak either.
I know. Which was the surprise.
What about the one that he threw out against Chase?
He was hurting.
No way.
Yeah. Of course he was.
Damn.
Dude, he was like maybe 50.
Holy shit.
A couple hours passed by. I want to say it's like 8 or 9 at this point.
Okay.
And The cousins are all like gathering around. They're like, "You want to go on a walk? Are we going on a walk? We want to go on a walk." It's freezing out. Like, it feels like -degree temperature outside, which is rare for where we live.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I walk over. I'm like, "What kind of walk?
What
are
type of walk we
talking
going on?
And they're like, "We're gonna go smoke some of that tuca." I was like, "Okay."
Took.
And so we go on a little walk. Every single one of them had a blunt on them.
Of their own?
Yes.
Oh my
It
god.
was like, all right, whose do we want to use? So we used 2 of them. We kept passing it back and forth. There was maybe 5 of us. I don't know what they had, bro, but it was loud. Like, I was.
Was it good?
Yes, bro.
Damn.
I went back to the house. I was just leaning. So we.
I was leaning.
Yeah, I was leaning all up on the wall. I come back. I'm with Eric and I forget the other cousin's name, and we're all just sitting there. And Chase. So Chase's mom and his dad are the ones holding Christmas at their house. So they, they're starting to do like the main part of food, and they're all standing in front of the table, and everybody else is kind of circling around.
Mm-hmm.
Chase and his little brother Keenan get into a wrestling match.
Wait, right as food's coming out?
Yeah, and I'm stoned. Like, I'm fried. I look over at his mom. She like makes a gross face at me, so I like thought that she thought I was high, which I don't know. And if you ever see this, Miss Lucato, you're a wonderful woman. You're a fantastic woman. Your food is great as well. But I understand if you get mad at me for being high. It happens. But I'm not the only.
Wasn't the whole family though?
Just the cousins.
Okay.
So it's like maybe 11, getting close to midnight, and they're like, "All right, all the kids outside." And I was like. I looked over. I was like, "Do I have to go? I'm 18." And they're like, "Yep."
Yep.
And I was like, "Well, okay." So we all go outside. Everyone.
Chase is out there, I assume. Yeah.
He has to do everything.
Yeah.
It's his parents.
Chase. All the kids, 20-year-old Chase, just like,
Yeah.
like.
And they were like, "All right, everybody, we're gonna go around. Everybody has to pick a Christmas carol, and we're gonna sing it."
Oh my god.
You know what I didn't do?
Out in the freezing cold.
Yeah, I did not sing. Smoked a cigarette and talked to Eric the whole time.
Outside?
Yeah.
Were they singing Christmas carols?
Yeah, I just stood behind everybody.
Was
like
Chase?
Yeah, he had to.
Wait, so they had to pick their own Christmas carol and sing it?
It'd be like, "All right, Keenan, pick one," and then he'd pick one, start it off, and then everybody would continue. I picked a good one. I picked Jingle Bell Rock.
And you didn't sing it?
No, I did. When it got to my turn, I like. I just kind of like faked it. I didn't care. Which again?
That's lame. I would have been in there
Lucado
rocking.
family, I love you all.
You should have rocked it.
No, it was a very white Christmas, and not in the sense of snow, in the sense of white people.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
It was interesting. We stayed the night. Me and Chase had to sleep on the fucking like hardwood floor by the dogs, and then his little brother Keenan woke us up at 6 a.m.
To what?
Open gifts. Like,
How old's Keenan?
Keenan's in high school. Keenan's like 15 or 16.
Keenan woke up at 6 a.m. to open gifts?
And woke us up and told us he would. I told him, I was like, "Keenan, I will fight you."
Did you fight him?
No.
Damn.
It's just fucking parents were there. No. Any other time though, yeah, I'd fight him on site.
On site?
Just for the fun of it.
Keenan can catch their hands.
Keenan's funny. His name in my phone is Lil Kiki.
Lil Kiki?
He calls me Ian, so.
Oh, well, that's your name. Everybody that knows you personally goes by Ian, and anybody on the internet that ever saw Lane in person and wanted to greet him should probably walk up to him and say, "Hey, Ian, how are you?" Because then he knows that you know him on a personal level.
That you don't know.
That you know him on a person. He actually prefers being called Ian.
And I will start
He
walking
loves
away.
being called Ian. No. Just loves it. You got the dogs out right now?
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm leashed and muzzled, bro. I got holes in the bottom of my shoe.
You got a hole. Or no, that's just like nasty shit.
Well, that's gross.
You're the one who's got nasty shoes.
They are pretty old. Well, they're like a year old. I'm going to take them off. I'm taking these off for you.
My One Piece cup is still in here.
From
when you fucking greened down and threw up.
No, I didn't do that. What do you mean?
Yes, you did. I have a video of you right after.
Do you actually?
Yes.
I haven't seen that video.
I saved it to my phone because I sent it to Chase.
What? Can I see it?
After this, yeah, sure.
Oh, God. Should I put it in?
You can. I don't care.
I don't know if I want to put it in. Is it like the one of me next to the toilet? Should I tell that story?
You can. I mean, I don't know how smart it is because of what we were doing, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, one time I was out and I took a dab, and I needed to go home, and so I drove home, and it wasn't the best idea ever because, well, I just wasn't expecting the dab to tank me. Like I wasn't.
I also want to point out I can drive. I just don't know how to drive a stick.
Yeah. It was my car, so he couldn't drive my car. He could have driven. He was fine. I was not. I was contemplating what being a human was, and Lane was just a cartoon in the passenger seat. It was bad.
I was chilling.
It was aggressive. And then I got home and greened, and slept for I slept from 9 to 2, I think.
Slept for 4 hours, 3 hours. It was a while.
Holy moly! Wait, did you go to bed too while I was sleeping?
I was up. I was up the whole time.
I see. Okay.
Keep in mind, I'm up when you're not up.
Well, I'm up when you're not up, but it's like
I can be up when you're
the
up.
spaces of 9 to 5 p.m. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And I'm up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you're up from 5 p.m.
I have a fucked sleep schedule, but I kind of have to have it.
You don't.
For the way
I disagree. I fully disagree.
For the way that my shifts
Did
work.
you just shit your pants?
No.
Did you just shit your pants in my room?
I did just
On
do
my
that.
seat, on the podcast?
Yeah.
You just shit your pants.
I didn't shit my pants.
He shit his pants. Do
There's
you want
no-
some of these?
There's no such thing as a coincidence. Shit your pants. Right now.
Don't-
Shit your pants. I don't know what you're doing.
Don't
shit your
Don't
pants.
shit your pants.
Shit your pants. Already. Just shit them.
Anyway. I say poop cock. The whole world.
I thought about that the other day. I don't know.
And I think that you fully could have a completely regular sleep schedule. You ready? You go to work, 6 to 12 or 1. You get home, we'll say 1 at the latest. You go to sleep. You wake up at 9 a.m.
You know how hard it is to immediately go to sleep after just working in a high volume, high rush kitchen for hours? Your brain's still
I just choose to go to bed. I just go, it's time to go to bed, and I go to sleep.
It's not how that works.
That's how it works for me. I just go, I'm going to bed, and then I go to bed.
That's the crazy part about people is that everybody's different.
Just go to bed.
It's not how
Just
that
close
works.
your eyes.
It's not how
Just
that
close your
works.
eyes. What happens when you close your eyes? You go to sleep.
I see the back of my eyelids.
Stare at that until you fall asleep.
That's not entertaining. I need something to stimulate my brain.
That will keep you awake. That's what's keeping you awake. You go to work.
I do get tired. It's not like I don't get tired.
Yeah, well, when your body's been up for... Also, it's nighttime, so it's probably releasing endorphins that are trying to make you go to sleep. The only thing that's fighting you going to sleep is you being up and stimulating yourself.
It's also a habit. It's like a habitual thing.
Then just break the habit.
You know how hard it is to readjust a sleep schedule? Or how lazy I am as well?
See, now we're getting to the root of...
Readjust.
Now we're getting to the root of the problem here. Now we're getting to the root.
Trade me. That's mine.
Okay. Did this one just die? Is that what's happening right now?
No, I just like this flavor. This is the flavor I've been wanting to hit all day. You just keep taking it.
That's a lie. I actually tried to trade you earlier and you held off on me.
Don't you lie.
It's not a lie. That's the truth and nothing but it.
No, it's not.
Nothing but it. So, you got any things in the work? You got anything you've been working on? You gonna be creating new content anytime soon? You've been brainstorming anything?
No, but I mean, hopefully, I'd like to at least be doing something.
You could make content. You have the ability to make content playing any game right now. You can literally play any game and make content doing it. You couch game like a motherfucker. Just record yourself.
I know. I play a shit ton of video games.
Yeah, just record it. You can download something that will record an Xbox, and then you can just use a camera that we have in here. We have plenty of cameras.
I have a webcam on my PC.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
It's my old one.
All the
So we got this
yawning.
one. What?
All the yawning.
I don't understand how you're that tired. I haven't yawned once.
It's just because this is not. I should be waking up in an hour and a half.
What time is it?
2:30.
Oh my god, we went to... Okay. I bet you suck at shopping with your girlfriend. Like when you have a girlfriend, I bet you suck at shopping.
When I have a girlfriend.
Like whenever you have a girlfriend, I bet you suck at shopping with her.
No, actually.
Yeah, you do.
No, I try.
Because you just literally
It's different. It's different.
I drove 20 minutes to Guitar Center to buy the cable that we need. Literally the cable that you're using right now for this podcast. And first of all, that cable is 3 feet long and was $20.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Um.
See the whole fucking length of it.
Make sure you don't pull out the. No, you're good. There you go. And second of all, I was in there like playing the drums, and he was like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Well, let me go look at the guitars first." And I go look at the guitars, and he's like,
He
"All right,
tries to make
you ready
me.
to go?" No.
Tries to
I
make
go
me
look
pay with his card.
I go
and
l-
go play
stop.
the guitars.
Listen.
So I tell him
Let me
he's
explain
an adult.
first. Let me explain
and that
first.
he can do it himself.
I have a logical explanation for this, and sound reasoning.
Listen to you.
Okay. I went and looked at the electric guitars on the wall, and I wanted to play one. And then he came up to me again and said, "Are you ready to leave?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So then I walked over to the station, and instead of pulling down an electrical guitar and amping it up and playing it, I saw an acoustic guitar just sitting right there. And I was like, well, then I can strum a couple chords while he checks out, and then I'll be satisfied and we can leave. Because the alternative to that is I have to check out, then we sit back down and play the guitar, then we leave. But he was like, just be a big boy, blah, blah, blah. And then he pissed me off. So instead of doing that, I just paid and left. Because he's a child. And he never felt love from his mother.
You're right on the latter.
Okay.
But, no. Like, we came to get something. Also, when it's my girl... When in the hypothetical situation of me having a girlfriend, because that's not a realistic thing. Because...
You've had girlfriends. You've had more girlfriends than I have. I've only ever had 2 girlfriends.
Well, yeah, it's more realistic, but to the same point, I'm trying not to be mean.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm really trying not to.
To who?
I'm just trying not to be mean.
Okay. No, I think you should complete your thought. Personally.
The thing is...
Listen, this is where...
When I'm with a girlfriend, though, like, I try to be engaged and invested in what I'm doing. Like, especially with her, because, like, you know, she dragged me there. On top of that, like, you know, it's part of being a good boyfriend is to, like, pay attention to what they like and what they're interested in.
Yeah, because typically speaking, like, once you're further in a relationship, you love that person. You want to do things. Do you not love me, Lane? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I love you. It's just that, like, listen, we're here for something. Like, let's...
No, fuck you. I used my gas to drive 20 minutes out there.
But the reason I also wanted you to move on is because I wanted to do this. Like,
you plenty of time to do this. Neither one of us work today.
No, I know, but I still like this was what I wanted to do today.
Yeah, we're here. We're it's Bracken.
What I'm saying is I'm a very cut and dry person who likes to go point A, point B, do thing, get done.
No, I'm just. Well, I mean, if it's something that interests me, I'll stay and like fiddle. But if it's not, then I won't. Like if we walked into Staples, I wouldn't want to fucking dick around at Staples, you know. Thoughts on Chainsaw Man? I'm going anime now. That's what I'm thinking about.
It definitely peaked the anime of 2022. Like it just.
Chase loved it. Well, Chase loved the first half of it. I remember when the first like 7 episodes were out and nothing else was out yet. Chase was like, "This is the best anime I've ever watched." Like it was his favorite anime.
He's gotta wait till more of it comes out.
I think he's gonna love it, like fall in love with it again.
I think he should also read it, because like what I have is the first 11 episodes.
In books?
Yeah.
You have like the first 5 books?
4.
It's only 11 episodes. The first 4 books is 11 episodes.
Yeah, it's not even the full 11th episode.
Damn, that's crazy.
Well, you're getting more content from chapters out of Chainsaw Man than you are in a current One Piece episode. You're getting half a chapter of One Piece an episode. Maybe.
Half a chapter of One Piece an episode?
Maybe.
Damn. Half a chapter?
Chapter's only 20 pages.
That's insane. No, but that's a lot of content out of a singular book, though.
10 pages of a manga, that's maybe 50 panels total.
That they're animating? Are they just throwing a lot of filler in there?
They stretch it out a lot. That's why I read
That's what I was saying. Like I'm saying they're making a lot of content out of each book.
Yeah. Well, not making a lot of content, but stretching
Extending
out.
it, yeah. Which is kind of annoying because you could just.
I think what sold the deal for me when I started reading One Piece over watching it was in the Alabasta arc, which is the second main arc. There's a scene of Usopp running away from some guys, I forget who they are, for like 3 minutes. It's 2 manga panels. Like I went back and reread
For 3 minutes?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so then like I want to point out One Piece was the most watched show of last year. I contributed 600 episodes to that. So like
You watched 600 episodes of One Piece last year?
If
Did you read any?
It was majority reading, but you just translate chapters to episodes. Because there's a chapter to episode conversion rate. Also, I'm still picking up on the same amount of information. And I did not watch a good amount of it. I probably actually watched like 100, maybe 200 episodes of One Piece.
Last year?
Yeah.
So that's how much you contributed to the overall watch hour metric that you were talking about earlier.
But catching up on One Piece just on its own.
600 hours is crazy, yeah.
Like, it's a lot.
Well, isn't it like it only gets extended every time somebody guesses the ending?
Yeah.
You guessed the ending yet?
No.
What do you think it is?
I mean, based on where everything's sitting currently, we're going to go into a war. Everybody's going to be there. And somebody's going to, like, the war is probably going to take place wherever it is, the One Piece. And that's what they're looking for in the middle of the fight. And whoever claims it at the end, no matter what, they're gonna come out on top.
What if it's something like? So is it physical? Has it been confirmed that it's like a physical thing?
Mm-mm.
What if it's like somebody's soul?
The only thing that's known about it is that Whitebeard right before. Spoiler warning for the Marineford arc of One Piece if you are invested at all. I don't know, skip to whatever timestamp is on screen once we stop talking about this.
Oh, are you editing this?
I mean, I'll help. I don't care. That's fine.
Okay.
Skip to whatever timestamp is on screen.
He's putting it there, so just know that.
Yeah. When in the middle of the War of the Best in Marineford, Whitebeard gets shot and killed, but beforehand, right before he knows he's gonna die by Blackbeard, he yells that the One Piece is real in the middle of the entire fight. Everybody's fighting and everybody stops once they hear it. It's being live and filmed.
Whose treasure is it?
It was originally Gold D. Rogers.
Who's that?
He was the Pirate King before he was executed.
What if the One Piece is Gold D. Rogers' soul?
That'd be cool, but I mean,
Or they take like a book out of Pirates of the Caribbean and it's like his heart.
I don't think so.
Just taking guesses at this point. I mean, it's been guessed before. Might as well throw out all the.
There was one. I think this was really cool. Was that in the beginning of One Piece? There's a town called Logtown. There's a guy and he's like he's there and he.
That's in Fortnite, right? Logtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He runs a bar and he wasn't really paying much attention to Luffy because he was kind of lost and just like, I'm looking for because this is the town where Gold D. Roger was executed some odd years ago. And
isn't he like the best pirate?
He was.
How did he get executed?
I don't know. It's probably said further than where I am.
I see.
But he was executed and Luffy wanted to find it. And he talked about how he wanted to be king of the pirates to that guy. And some other people came in and got into like a fight with Luffy. Luffy beat them up. And the guy owning the bar met Roger when he first started out on his way to become the Pirate King too. So he saw what Roger had in Luffy as Luffy left.
Oh, I see.
So hopefully, should things play out, it's the man who saw the beginning before the two kings of the pirates.
Dude, I'm literally dying.
COVID.
It's not COVID.
It is COVID.
It's not COVID. If it was COVID, I would be bedridden.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to breathe.
Not necessarily. You can you can have COVID and be asymptomatic.
I have a mild upper respiratory issue.
COVID.
Postnasal drip. It's not COVID. It's not COVID. I know it's not COVID. Yum. That was gross. It did not taste well.
You are
Tastes good.
gross.
No, I think I'm pretty much not.
I think you are.
I'm pretty clean. I'm like the opposite of gross. You like my SpongeBob hoodie?
You've been wearing that so much lately.
I know. It's because I think, to me, they look like they're on shrooms.
It's just the scene from whenever they lost their mustaches, I'm pretty sure. In the movie?
But it's the back. Yeah, I mean, yes, but the back is what really solidifies it.
Probably.
Because
Maybe
this,
not.
there's no scene anywhere that looks like that.
Yeah, there is.
That?
Yeah. That's definitely... I forget which episode it is. I think it's the one whenever they go on land for the first time. But, or like where Sandy takes off her helmet to prove a point. But they all have that face. I know that's a clip from the show. Because I remember Mr. Krabs' eyes. He like brings them down and they curl around like that.
Huh. I mean, I guess maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just not educated on Sporglebob.
Dude, I watched so much SpongeBob growing up, and we talk about it so much at work. Like, so much.
SpongeBob?
Yes.
Why?
We just talk about cartoons.
Oh.
Like, cartoons in general. I think if it wasn't for cartoons, generations wouldn't be shaped the way that they are.
You think the cartoons shape the generations?
I think that they play a big part in the early parts of it, because, like, you gotta realize how much of the world is so invested in technology and, like, entertainment now that
Yeah.
cartoons are such, like, a, you know, they need to be important in teaching people, like, teaching kids things. Because if they're not, then what are they doing? Yes, they can serve an entertainment purpose, and there's no problem with cartoons that do that.
Well, that's why we have, like, PBS.
Yeah.
And, like...
Dude, I used to watch the
nature
shit out of Fetch with
Oh,
Ruff
you know what the
Ruffman.
most the most informational channel? TLC. The learning channel. I mean, I've gotten all of my basic foundations for life and how I should treat people from TLC.
I watched a lot of PBS. I watched a lot of PBS.
So did I. The Wildcrats had me going, bro.
I was not a Wildcrats kid.
What were you?
Fetch with Ruff Ruffman.
Okay, I watched that too.
I
Fetch
thought it was
with
gonna
Ruff
burp.
Ruffman. What else was on PBS?
Word Girl.
Word up. It's Word Girl.
Good ass cartoon.
That's a good ass cartoon.
SpongeBob was educational in its own sense at certain times. I also sometimes think that some adult animated cartoons are smarter and teach people more than kids cartoons could. And I know that it's two different types of learning, but like...
Well, you can just you there's a lot more leeway on what you're allowed to teach with an adult cartoon than like you can hit more topics with an adult than you can with a child.
I know.
I mean, you could just hit a lot of children though.
That too. I'm just saying, like, I've learned a lot from South Park. Like, I've watched a lot. I've watched almost all of South Park. There's, I think, 25 seasons. I'm on like 17 or 18.
Okay.
I've learned a lot.
From South Park?
Yes. You will, like, genuinely go and sit down and watch South Park. You will learn a lot more than you probably ever thought you will.
I've been watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I think that show's fucking hilarious.
For sure. I watched, I think, the first, like, 6 seasons.
I brought it up to my mom, and she thought that show was funny, and I was like, wow. The only thing we've ever mutually agreed upon
It's a good show.
is a good show. Can't agree. Can't concur.
If you have you ever, like, okay, I'm about to either piss off a lot of dudes or I'm about to make a lot of white bitches happy. You ever watch Friends?
I've watched episodes of Friends.
The series is funny for the first time if you watch it through.
Okay.
Like, it's not bad, but I will say,
Well, yeah, I mean, it did air for years and years and years and years. It still airs.
Yeah, it's on TBS.
Yeah, of course.
bro.
I mean, I assume that it's a good show if it's been as popular as it has.
I actually kind of like The Big Bang Theory too. Like, I have a comfort in it. I used to watch it a lot, so, like, you know.
Like Young Sheldon too.
No.
I like randomly watched parts of Young Sheldon one time.
I don't remember. I'm gonna watch BoJack soon. BoJack Horseman.
I'll watch that with you.
And then when I finished Rick and Morty, I swear I've seen season 6 or at least like episodes of it. I might be going crazy. I don't know. But if season 6 of Rick and Morty isn't out, I'm gonna sound real stupid. But I've watched seasons 1 through 5. I feel like I've seen season 6 a little bit. I feel like Chase has talked.
Alexa, how many seasons of Rick and Morty are there?
There were 6 seasons of Rick and
6.
Yeah, you're right.
I knew I wasn't crazy
You're
because I
not
remember
crazy.
Chase talking about 7. So where do I find 6? Because
The internet, just you half the anime that you've watched has been legally purchased and 100% obtained through legal means. So you should just do that with Rick and Morty. What do you mean?
I guess that's what I did with the Boondocks whenever I didn't have HBO.
Yeah. What is
So-
Rick and Morty on? Hulu?
That's what we were watching it on last night.
There's only 5 seasons on Hulu?
Yeah. Maybe it's 6 is on HBO. But I didn't move on HBO because where you are on my account is where you are. But you all need to make your own accounts. Come on.
Hulu accounts?
No, HBO. Because I pay for HBO. The HBO is mine.
You want me to pay for my own HBO while you already
No,
have it?
I want you to just make your own account.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that. Fucking, we have Isaac's Hulu.
Yeah.
Crack Jesus. That shit's so funny. I remember Chase, the first time I pulled up Hulu to watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he went, "Who the fuck is Crack Jesus?" He does look like Crack. Isaac looks like Crack Jesus. We could probably throw a picture of him in.
Yeah, I feel like if my hair was longer, I'd look like Jesus. Like if it went down more.
You know what Jesus looks like?
Like, or at least the picturized representation of what Jesus was assumed to look like.
The white man?
You know what Jesus looks like.
The
in
Middle
your
Eastern
brain.
white man.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. That makes sense. What are we at time wise? Not because I think it's almost over, but because I have an idea.
42.
We go an hour and a half.
We can.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. 90-minute episode. All right, and we're back. I might explain what happened. I might not. I don't really know. Anyway, so, dude, the sickness is really kicking my ass. Have you ever laid in bed like sweating and shivering at the same time? Like you're hot and cold all the way at the same time?
You know the day I went to the hospital, not most recently, but the time before.
Like the fentanyl one?
I didn't go to the hospital because I took fentanyl. They
When
gave me fentanyl.
It was
in
a
the
fentanyl,
hospital.
right? It was the fentanyl that did it to you?
They gave me
It did
fentanyl
you
in
in.
the hospital.
Guys, the fentanyl did him
was-
in.
I was
It
not
caught up to him.
I was not laced.
This
with
is why
fentanyl.
you're a chronic drug user.
I'm not addicted to fentanyl, nor have
Yet.
I, like, gone on
Yet.
my way
But
to it,
we're doing our
but I was
best.
given it in the hospital.
Yeah.
But that time, that I was like shivering, and it was awful.
Damn.
It was like terrible.
It does suck.
That was like when I was screaming at Chase, and I was like, "Dude, like, I need to."
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think I'm gonna die.
No, you were fine.
I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Like I really, really thought that like that was it.
It felt like death.
I had so much pain.
Like what? Like out of like
10. Easy. It was awful, grueling. I would never wish that upon anybody.
like thumbs up or thumbs down.
Thumbs down. That shit was terrible.
Okay. Like maybe if I gave you a
I
picture,
was gonna die.
if I gave you 3 pictures and one was a frowny face and one was a meth face and one was a smiley face, which one would you say portrayed the way you felt the best?
The picture of the casket.
Okay. So it hurt.
Yeah.
All right.
It was not good. Since last time I've been to the ER twice.
That is true.
Just to fill everybody in. So, who knows? Maybe we'll go again.
Lane's 180 years old.
My body's just shutting down from stress and like trauma. Like just, like my body's trying to get into. Because if you don't take care of your mind, it will take repercussions on your body.
Yeah, I agree, but I also think that if you don't take care of your body, then your body won't take care of you.
Correct. And I'm trying to take care of my body, like I
Mhm.
do, and I keep trying to get into this point to like work through everything mentally. And while I have worked through some stuff, it's just like something new always comes up before everything's taken care of.
Sure.
All the time, and like
Like you're always like one step behind.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just stressed, and then like my body's just like shutting down on itself.
Interesting.
Because that's what happened to my dad in a sense, but I think also what was going on with me at the time contributed to that. So I don't think that helped.
I think his reaction to what was going on with you at the time is what fucked him up, because I think he just kind of overreacted at everything.
I think if there was a different reaction, it could have gone differently, but at the same time, you know.
Well, I think that if he reacted,
We all do things in the heat of the moment, and obviously you can't take those things back.
No. I think well, maybe it's just commonplace for dads to overreact, though. I mean, you remember what my dad, when he like, that shit was crazy.
I think it is. I think also, especially for my dad, like he puts a lot on himself. Like I think he definitely overworked himself a lot, and especially for me, like considering the situation.
What's your you've been talking to your dad a lot recently, yeah?
On and off. I meant to call him a couple days ago, and I never did.
What's your take on him currently? Because I've heard a lot of different takes from you, and I wonder how it has evolved or matured. How your take has matured.
I don't know. It's a good question. I think that I realize that my dad did a lot for me. Like I very much acknowledge the fact that my dad's
Not
done a
COVID.
lot for me in my life, and he has contributed to a bunch. Like I obviously wouldn't be here without him. He's my dad. I'm always gonna love him, and there's nothing that's ever gonna take away from that.
I think I find myself falling victim to that thought process a lot. Like I find it really easy, even if my dad pisses me off a lot or does something fucked up. It's so easy for me to forgive him because he's my dad.
I don't think forgive's the right word.
For me, it's forgive, but I also think the situation between me and my dad and you and your dad is different. Well,
Yeah.
one of them similar.
I would say that, like, I would apologize to him because I know that in high school I was definitely a little shit. It was annoying, and I understand.
Yeah, you were.
But, you know, I was just trying to, like, figure out, I guess, what I wanted to, like, or who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm comfortable with who I am now. Like, I don't feel like things need to change. And I realize now that while I was going through all that, I didn't treat them the best. And they didn't treat me the best, to be fair.
Yeah.
But, you know.
That is true. But it's family.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm not saying it's right to clap back wrongness with treating somebody wrong.
Yeah.
But I understand where the frustration could have come in.
Absolutely. I mean,
And I think
I even look back on myself and I'm like, God damn, I was a handful. Like, fuck. Like, why was I doing all that?
yeah, I really was doing a lot, and like, especially for them and what they wanted, and like, you know, you're not gonna always do everything that your family wants you to do. So I think that our relationship would be easier now. I think it's just more of a me thing of trying to be able to be consistent with staying in touch, but I'm also so busy with things all the time that it makes it difficult. Like,
It's like 100% proven that once you move out and away from your parents, that your relationship with them like skyrockets.
Yeah.
Like even after just moving out, my relationship with my mom is so much better. Cause
I told you that would happen.
Mhm.
Like, I told you that you needed to get out, but
I really hated living there.
Yeah.
I really did not like living there.
It's just the way that certain people operate in their household, and especially in a parent son or parent child dynamic, instead of like our dynamic where it's like
Yeah.
person.
Well, it's like
And it's not that they're not treating you like a person; it's that they.
there's like a power dynamic.
Yes, there
Yeah.
has to be
Mhm.
because they're the parent,
Mm-hmm.
but there doesn't need to be because you are the parent, but you're the parent who needs to step in when something's wrong.
Well, you're like
not
the parent of
when-
an adult.
Yeah, you need to step in when something needs to be, like, when you need to step in, not like, hey, I'm just walking in to check in on you, make sure you're doing your homework.
Yeah.
You're doing.
I'm
your
not
own
doing my
things.
homework, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's on you.
I don't want to go to school. I have good grades. I've aced every quiz that we've gotten, but I just
School sucks.
school. It's just really mentally draining, and I don't want to do it right now. And not that I never want to go to school, because I think that maybe eventually I'll go to school, or if I want to pursue, like, while I'm young and still a kid, I want to pursue the things that I want to pursue while I still have energy in my body, while I can still wake up early and go to bed late every day. And I'd rather use my energy now towards things that I truly care about and things that I've like aspired to do since I was a kid. And then give it a genuine attempt. And then if it doesn't work, then yeah, I'll go to school. What does it hurt? What does it hurt giving it a try first?
It doesn't hurt.
Like I'm trying to decide whether or not is that sound reasoning. I can't deduce whether or not that's sound reasoning.
It is sound reasoning. Like, it's not bad to try things, to do things. I think that it's also just hard for somebody to try to do something, or not even try, but have the mental effort of, I'm gonna do this today. Because like, even simple stuff that I started picking up, cause I like to think of it as two ways. Like, before I was an adult and after I was an adult, and me doing things. Before I was an adult, like things like band, I definitely did out of obligation.
Yes. But I'm so glad.
Yeah, like
I'm so glad.
There's a reason I did those things out of obligation. Like, I did it because those people, and like doing that thing made me happy.
Yeah.
But now now that I'm an adult, I'm not obligated to do literally anything.
No.
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So when I go out of my way to do something that's maybe new, or something that could be a new skill, like, it really is like, shit.
Yeah.
I gotta do
That's
this.
why. That's I said this to you the other day. It was like failure is like the number one thing keeping people from achieving their goals, or not failure. People not failure. It's fear to do things.
Yeah.
Just being afraid to do it. Not putting yourself out there.
I'll find something, man. I don't know. Like,
What do you want to do?
I don't know, bro. It's a fantastic question.
What do you find interest in? What do you like doing? What's your favorite thing to do?
Make the people around me happy. As dumb as an answer as that sounds out loud, like, my number one thing that I love to do is seeing the people around me be happy.
Then just do the dishes more, and then and then you're achieving your dreams, bro.
Okay, thanks. I planned on actually, like, I took out the trash. I planned on actually, like, putting up the dishes.
I know. I saw that shit. I was like, let's go, because I started the dishwasher after loading it.
Yeah, and Chase said something about it, so. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I want to do.
Is there a career path that you would like to take? Like, what would you like? Like, if you could wake up and have something as your job, what would it be? Nice one, bro.
I don't know.
I like doing that too.
I just like speaking and talking about random shit, dude.
You could do that.
I like just.
You got all the equipment in this house.
I like researching stupid shit and then just like.
Talking about it?
Yeah.
Do it. That would be so easy for you to do. You have a headset with a microphone and a computer and what is that called? You have a camera. You have everything.
Yeah.
You have everything. The only thing stopping you from researching topics is your computer's off.
I know. I just need to get everything set up, and like once everything's.
We're doing that after this, I think.
Before my fucking PC blue screened, I did have one gaming recording footage. Like, I genuinely did have like a 3-hour recording session that I just never did anything with. It had webcam and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it set up through? Streamlabs?
Yeah. Or no.
OBS?
I forget what it was. Some other.
Do you want that?
What?
That
specific.
That software.
Yeah, it'd probably be easier.
It's
for
free.
me to use. I know.
And then so is the editing software I use.
It's just more of a matter of me like doing it.
I'm gonna sneeze in your Cheerios.
Okay.
And we don't even have Cheerios, so you decide what that means.
What time is it? 3:11.
3:11. Damn, you'd be waking up in like an hour, 2 hours.
I'd be waking up in like 49 minutes.
That is not true. You do not wake up at 4 o'clock.
I can wake up at 4. I can wake up at any time, to be fair. I was up at 9 today. I woke up at.
You
9.
woke up at 9. You got out of bed at 10:30, 11 o'clock, which is fine.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I got out of bed at 10.
You weren't out of bed. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I woke you up at 10. You rolled
Yeah,
when you.
You're right.
You
Yeah.
woke up at 10.
I thought I did.
And you got out of bed at like 11.
I was tired. I mean, I told you 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And I just went with the latter.
That's fine. I'm not complaining. We still got what what we were supposed to get done. I think. I'm pretty sure at least.
I still could take a nap. I'm still so focused on that nap.
You don't need one.
I know that Wallace
You could do
is
other-
probably taking a nap right now.
Bro.
I would nap with him.
No.
Me and him, we'd be napping together.
No, you have a podcast to edit after this.
That's why I want to have a cat.
You have a
Because kids
podcast to edit
nap
after this.
all the time. And
Doesn't that suck?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Almost.
I'm probably gonna go and get an energy drink after this. Probably just gonna go walk down to the store.
You gonna take a gander?
Yeah.
A meander?
Yeah.
Gets to stepping.
On my AirPods to listen to some new music.
Thoughts? Yeah.
That's something I've been trying to do every day because I tried doing it before and I fell out of it.
I wish you had your second AirPod.
I do too. It's like $70 to replace it. I just don't have the extra money.
Yeah.
And I'm also in the midst of a little dilemma of somebody who I owe money. And I want to point out, bless you. Bless you.
Whoa.
Now, if for some reason this person happens to see this, please understand that money is hard to come by, and I am broke, and I also have bills, and it will make sense to you here in like.
Bro's talking to the IRS currently.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
The IRS,
in, like,
ISIS. He's talking to ISIS.
in a couple of years it'll make
Directly
sense to you.
speaking to a terrorist organization through podcasts.
I'm just simply pointing out the fact that needs to be heard by the other party.
Who, by the IRS?
Yes.
Mm.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to be honest, bro.
You're
I stand
good.
by that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, fuck. It's not easy.
I'm aware.
It's really fucking not. And I like.
I know. I live with you.
I know. But I also. Because I also don't want people
Sorry
to
for
get
letting
the
you
idea
hear that.
that things are easy as an adult, like for us. Because, you know, we do, like, the way that we probably present ourselves to people. Like, let's say that we're doing this, right?
Yeah.
And let's say that if for some reason there were another pair of kids who were doing this who were older than us, and we're like 15 in high school watching this, right? Just put yourself in that scenario. Me and you at 15 in high school watching this same kind of scenario on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. I'm here. I'm locked in.
In my eyes, as a 15-year-old, I'm looking at these two 18 to 19-year-olds, and I'm thinking, like, maybe, you know, hey, like, they're doing this thing. Things must be easy if they're able to go out of their way and do this all the time. And I don't know if we have anybody who's still in high school or somebody who's young who watches this. And if you are young and watching this, then there's probably a problem. And, you know, we don't condone. You dropped that.
And
we don't
enjoy.
condone.
I think you should subscribe and like and share it to your mom.
You should not.
And then you should also share your social security number to the internet and
don't do
give
that.
me your phone number.
But my point being, like,
actually, no, you're a child. Give me your mom's phone number.
I don't think that I don't want people to think it's easy, because I don't even think for a moment that any sort of rational human should think adulting is easy, or not adulting, but being an adult. Because I feel like to a kid sometimes, and I definitely thought it as a kid, like, I could be an adult, no problem.
Oh yeah, no, this shit's not. It's not cut and dry.
I don't want people to think that it is, and I don't want to influence, especially a kid, that it is easy. I don't want that mindset to be repeated, because I know that I've had it. I know that.
No, I would say wait. I would say wait and get out when you're like good off and like can start.
If you can do it, but don't just do it for the sake of
doing it. Nah.
If you can avoid it and it's a good position for you,
have some bands saved up if you're gonna move out on your own. No lie. Bands are nice to have just in the pocket.
The only stipulation I'd say against it is if it's like, if you're in a situation where your mental health is personally being hurt, or you need to be separated from the situation, please remove yourself as according to needed.
Yeah, as quickly as possible if that is absolutely necessary. Of course.
Like what I said, everything earlier with my dad is all still stood by and true, but in the time I was in a bad environment.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
needed
yeah.
to be out of the environment.
For sure.
And now that I am, things are better.
Yeah.
And I would encourage that heavily. And also, if you have a bad relationship with your parents, work on it if you can. Don't give up on that shit, because it's gonna hit you a lot in the face that, you know, you do shit a lot because you have to do it and because you're doing it for you. Not everything can always be about you, and your parents can't always do everything for you. They have to do shit for them and things that make sense sometimes. I don't want to ever contribute to parent hate anymore. Like, I know I used to a lot, but
Yes, you did. I'm glad you're on this wave now.
we're adults. We have to do things.
I'm glad you appreciate it. This is the first time I've seen you appreciate your parents like this. This is cool.
You have to do things, man. Like, situations like like 3 weeks ago when I almost got fired. Remember when all that happened? Like, whenever I came home early from work with Andreas.
That was 3 weeks ago?
It was like 3 weeks ago, almost a month.
It was like last week.
Was it? I don't know. Regardless.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
That moment where he wasn't even, like,
Sorry.
short break in a situation. New manager doesn't introduce herself. We don't know who she is. She asked for something to be made. I work in a kitchen. My coworker, who's a really, really close friend of mine, he's like, fuck no. Like, not cursing to her, but just being like, fuck no, we can't do this. We got a lot going on. We're busy, blah, 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 blah. She comes back down later and sends him home. And, like, as he's telling everybody goodbye, and I'm, like, processing it, as he's telling all the people he, like, really cares about goodbye, I had a speaker playing music, and I paused it, and both her and another manager are standing right there. And I'm like, he's walking off. I'm like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Like, what do you both think you're doing rationally right now that's going to help the situation? And I expected that.
Yeah, losing a worker is not going to make the kitchen run smoother, especially not one like Andreas, who's very good at his job.
He's been there the second longest.
Yeah.
And he
Bro got sent home for cursing in a kitchen.
Yeah, like, it was crazy. And I like stood up for him, and I thought I was going to get sent home for just saying what the fuck. But I don't know. And after that, I stood there and I was like, I'm not just going to continue working. I need to, like, make sure he's okay. So I go and look for him. And then our other coworker who's working with us, Austin, he, like, comes and looks. And I, like, come back up there. And the other manager, not the one who, like, kicked him out.
Yeah.
The other one looked at him looked at me and said, if y'all left tonight, we'd be perfectly fine if all of you walked out. I took that as an indication of, okay, like, go ahead. And Austin told, like, him that we were gonna go smoke some cigarettes. We were gone for, like, maybe 5 to 10 minutes total, maybe. And they claimed we were gone for 15 to 20, and they shut down the whole kitchen, the whole thing, everything.
Bro, what?
Yeah, and then they thought I left, so I clocked out. I took off my apron. I clocked out in front of the entire serve staff, party staff, and food runners.
Yeah.
Left, came back inside one more time. There was another manager down there, and he was like, oh, you're still here? I was like, I'm off the clock. Turned off everything, and then left. Because you're not about to disrespect me like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe they turned off the kitchen after you were gone for 5 minutes.
Which is illegal.
Is it really?
Can't serve alcohol only. You have to serve.
Yeah, that is true. You can't serve alcohol without food.
But I'm not going to disclose where I work.
That is true. He works at...
That'd be bad.
That would be bad. That would be bad.
That'd be really bad.
What are we at?
An hour and 6.
Okay.
With 2 minutes extra time. Because of the 2 minutes that were cut out in the middle.
I forgot about that.
Yep. It's like soccer.
It's like soccer and that, like...
Penalty time.
Penalty time? Well, it's not even penalty time all the
Stoppage
time. Yeah. For, like, the ball. I really just can't get over how hard it is to breathe through my nose. It's like something's constantly poking me in the nose. That's what it feels like. Yo, Saints Row.
You've been liking it.
A lot.
I do want to play it at some point today. I also want to play Persona at some point today. So
Ugh.
I don't care.
So much Persona.
I want to play it.
Play it. You played it last...
haven't even been, like, paying attention to most of it.
That's not true.
You've been on your phone majority of the time.
It's not true.
That is very true.
That is not true.
Literally will look over and watch you do it.
Be on my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on my phone a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm not paying attention.
Tell me the last thing that happened.
The last thing that I remember?
Sure, because I know where we are.
Yukiko got a persona.
Or further than that.
How much further?
A couple days.
Okay, so it's not that bad. Remind me of what happened in those couple days, and I could probably. Damn, you can't even remember what happened in those couple days. Unfortunate.
I can. It's just that there's a reason I'm playing it in front of you.
Answer the question. I'm 3 days behind.
Also, all the social link events that you missed, that you haven't paid attention to.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm there. I'm participating.
No, you're not.
I'm in the same room. I don't get to. What do you want? It's hard for a game that I'm not playing to hold my attention.
Then do you want me to hand the controller to you and tell you?
It's
what
too
to
late.
do?
It's too late for that now. We're like, are you at? Did you break 100 days yet?
Huh? In Persona? No.
Yeah. Where are you at?
Not even through the first month.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Didn't know that.
Because of how slow we've been moving.
I wonder why.
Me too.
Why are you moving so slow?
It's like my favorite game of all time that I've been really excited since the past 2 years that I've known it's going to come out on modern consoles. So then I decide, hey, I'm maybe going to play it with my best friend so you can enjoy the story of this fantastic game that I love so
I'm like
much.
participating though. I'm a good friend. I'm there. I'm sitting on the couch. I sit out there for hours with you while you're playing the game, and I watch all the important parts and understand their significance in the grand scheme of the story, which is a lot to say for somebody who hasn't even touched the controller once.
But you're still not paying attention to the other stuff in between that matters that I still want you to see.
It's not going to be able to hold my attention.
You need it to be able, that you just have to make conversation about it.
Yeah, you're not wrong, actually. Yeah, but like half of my questions, I'll like ask introspective questions that give away the plot of the whole story, though, and then you'll just be like, you'll just have to wait and see.
So then you just wait and see.
Yeah,
it's
but then
story.
But then it doesn't hold my attention because I'm not playing it.
Then you. There's subtle things you have to pay attention.
Dude,
to.
my brain is like baby food. Okay,
You know why?
TikTok.
Yes. That's your problem.
Nope, that's my solution.
That again, that's the systemic problem of it.
Is TikTok?
Yes.
Yeah, because my attention span's really short now.
PSA to everybody: delete TikTok off your phone.
Don't do that. We
use
post on TikTok. You should absolutely love our TikToks.
PSA: delete your TikTok.
Don't delete your TikTok. We need you to engage with our content on TikTok. Go follow our TikTok at 0xp.
Okay. Keep TikTok for just our account, but
Sure.
TikTok is terrible, and I've always preached against and for it at several different points in time. I do think it's a very
Bro, it's
good,
bad.
It's very good for like simple, like entertainment, scrolling.
Yeah, but that takes
not
so
good.
much of your time, and so it kills your attention span. It's really bad.
Yeah, look at you.
It's
You
really
can't
bad.
multitask.
I can multitask.
I've verbally asked you a question while you're typing a text, and you couldn't respond to me until you were done with your text.
It depends on the text that I'm sending. If it's just like a generic response, then yeah, typically I'm not gonna. Or then if it's just a generic response, then typically I'm gonna answer you. But if it's not, and I'm invested in what I'm texting about, and I need to think of the words that I'm gonna say so that I can articulate how I'm feeling or the point that I'm trying to get across.
What he's saying is he can't multitask.
That is literally not what I'm saying. I'm
It's
just
a
saying that.
long-winded way of saying it.
No, just that when it's important for me to pay attention to what I'm doing, I'm going to pay attention to what I'm doing.
You can't multitask.
I can multitask perfectly fine.
I would love to watch you play through a Pikmin game. You would lose.
We literally have done it.
I mean the story mode. Because you have a time limit. And I mean like game over time limit.
Over the whole story?
Yeah. Bless you. Bless you.
Dude, I'm fucked up.
COVID.
It's not COVID.
You see how more progressively mad you're getting?
That makes it COVID?
No, it just
The COVID in me is getting angry that you're calling it out?
it makes it funny.
It's not COVID. It's not. Go fill up my water.
No?
I'm dying. I'm asking you on my deathbed to fill up that mug with water for me.
Yeah.
I already left once, though.
Uh-huh.
So it's your turn. And you need water anyway.
I'm the one who's always consistent. I don't think I've ever gotten up once from a recording. Maybe once that one time when we got drunk, but besides that, I don't think I've gotten up for a recording.
Well, that's because I just deal with everything, all the issues. If there's a technical problem, you're not dealing with it.
And I'm here to entertain.
Yeah, entertain me by getting me water. Fuck, I can't believe I didn't get myself a water bottle before we started. There's one right there, I know, but that Aquafina is... it was here when I moved in.
Sometimes you have to take a gamble. Listen, man, I don't think you understand. After being homeless, there's nothing that grosses me out. Sometimes you really have to just take a gamble on.
I don't have to take a gamble on that water bottle, though, because there's water out there.
And don't take that as, like, I've eaten food out of the trash can. No, I've known where the food is that I've eaten. But, like...
He's drank water out of toilets.
Remembering how long I've left a water bottle out or the water in it of how old it is or how old the food is I have. No.
That is true. You don't give a fuck.
I don't. You can't. I live by the rule of you never know when you're going to eat again.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you should. There's been some questionable things that you've done. Like ordering IHOP and then letting it sit out on the porch for 2 hours and then on the table for like 8 and then putting it in the fridge for like 4 and then eating it. That's questionable.
That was so good. So good.
That's so long that IHOP just sat out. That apple juice though, fuck.
Tasted like wine.
That shit
like
was
wine.
so... Well, that's because it fermented so fucking long.
I know. I was like,
alcohol.
This might not be apple juice.
It was good. It was good apple juice.
Does that mean you could just buy like a gallon of apple juice and let it ferment?
No. That's not how that works.
Sure it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because it doesn't actually ferment into alcohol.
You know it's easy to make alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know my dad makes drinks. He brews beer.
Who was it? Austin. That's who it was. He told me he was going to bring me some moonshine.
Damn? No thanks.
Yeah.
Oh!
When we were
The
at
apple
Isaiah's.
pie at Isaiah's, the moonshine.
So
Oh
good.
my god. That was so
I
good.
forgot you went to his house.
Well, that's because I haven't been invited back out since then.
Well, I haven't gone back out since then.
One time you did.
Did I?
Yep.
Yeah, I did. Because I think Sawyer was there.
Yeah.
And Isaiah wasn't. Yeah, that's right. Because it was 5 of us. It was me, Leslie, Sierra, Andreas, and Sawyer.
Yeah, I didn't get invited out that night. I didn't even know y'all went out.
Huh?
You just came back and you were fucking thrashed. You woke me up, didn't you? I told you to wake me.
to,
Yeah.
And then you didn't get up.
No, I decided to go to bed instead.
Yep.
Yeah, which is fine. No, but that drank it, dude. A singular shot of that shit had me off of my ass. And I will say that it was after like multiple drinks and shit's been passed around and stuff like that. But it was so good that I wanted to take another shot. If I would have thrown up on Isaiah's couch.
I wanted to take another shot, but I was fine. I'm surprised I was fine. To be
Yeah,
honest.
you were fine.
I was having a great time.
I was in that couch.
I wonder. Okay, this is gonna sound weird out loud because at the same time, I don't know which coworkers of mine watch this. So this also might sound weird verbalizing some of these things. Maybe to them, I don't know. But like, I wonder sometimes what some of them think whenever they because. You know, especially in front of them, just because I don't know them or all of them that well like that, I'm very, like, introverted. I don't really, express myself until I get drunk.
What a healthy way to live, Lane.
But I wonder when I get drunk, they're like, wow, is this what this kid's really like?
That is what you're really like.
I know, but, like, I wonder if they think that.
I'll never forget the Miyabi's after drinking before graduation. You forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit was good.
That was really good Miyabi's.
Dude, that whole process was a clusterfuck.
What whole process?
Graduation. People keep talking to me about graduation, and it's like weird to think about. Another class is about to graduate in a couple months.
Yeah.
We're about to be out for a full fucking
Year, yeah. Which this is the fastest a year has gone by, and like a school year has gone by in my entire life.
It's my birthday next in the house.
That is true. It is your birthday next in the house.
It's Chase, then me, then you.
Yep.
Which makes sense. Oldest, middle, youngest. It's like okay. I don't know if it feels this way for you, but it feels like
that Chase is the oldest, you're the middle child, and I'm the youngest.
It is a sibling. It is a brother dynamic.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like that, but in some aspects, yes. In other aspects, no. Though.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely times where I would like. No, I just think it's just like some aspects yes, some aspects no.
I can see it a lot.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I'm sure. I mean, it definitely exists in like just general day-to-day life. It does run like that, but there's other times where it's not so much. Also, I can't imagine that lasts forever.
Probably.
You think so? I don't think it'll feel like that when I'm like, if let's hopefully I'm 25 and you're 26 and he's 27. I don't think it's gonna feel like that.
And we're all still living together.
That would be fucking ridiculous.
That
would be. I don't know if that's such a good thing, honestly. If we were
crazy thought, but like move across the country with y'all, like you two, because I don't know anybody else who's reliable enough. Well, I mean I do, but like
where the fuck would you want to go?
I don't know. Let's just move somewhere.
Can we get?
Anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't know. We just move somewhere every year. We just go somewhere. Like,
What part of the country would you want to move to?
Y'all have lived down here your whole life, right?
Yes.
I don't know. I've never lived in the north. Let's go north. Fuck it. Why not?
Okay.
If we went north, my vote is Philly. Like my vote is 100% Philly.
Philadelphia?
Yeah. Philadelphia's beautiful, dude.
I don't know if I'd want to live in Philly. I don't know what's there. I don't know what's in Philly for us.
It's quiet, but the big city is popping. Like we could.
I mean, I've been to Philly.
We could live somewhere on the outside and then just go to the.
I want to go to Oregon.
Okay, you're gonna judge me for Philly. We're gonna bring up Oregon.
Well, Oregon's like one of the most gorgeous states that we have. So yeah, I am gonna judge you for Philly, and bring up Oregon.
We can go west next.
I want to go somewhere where the Fortnite servers are.
That's northeast.
Yeah.
New Jersey, I think.
Virginia.
Actually. Oh, it's Virginia?
Yeah.
I'm not moving to Virginia.
Yeah. Isn't your family in Virginia?
No.
Where's your family?
Tennessee.
You're the only 10 I see.
I honestly wouldn't mind moving back, but it would depend on where we moved. And if we did move, like, please let me give you good recommendations.
Nah, if you're nixing out Virginia, then I'm nixing out Tennessee. I'd go North Carolina, though. But I feel like that's too close.
I wouldn't mind it. It depends, again, where we live. I would want to live around, like, Asheville or something.
Yo, Oregon's a legal state, too. He's being persuaded slowly. Huh.
What other legal states are there? Well, for it to technically be legal, you need to have a card and, like, a reason.
Dude, you're like literally falling apart as we speak. I'm pretty sure you have at least one.
Yeah. I could do. You remember that episode of South Park where Randy gives himself cancer? He gives himself testicular cancer? I'll just do that. Y'all all have perfectly good microwaves at home.
No, when I think of something like that, I think of the is it the Key and Peele skit where he goes in and he like tries to memorize the list, but he just like starts throwing out the wrong one. So he's like, "Yeah, I have autism," and he's like, "You mean anxiety?"
Oh,
yeah.
Is that really one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm set.
What, autism?
No, well.
Anxiety?
Anxiety.
Yeah. I mean, you're set on both. You're set on the latter, but.
Oh yeah. To everybody here, I took a autism test.
Yeah, to everybody here.
You got to realize that there is a real wall of people there. You just can't see the real wall of people.
What's crazy is the real wall of people to us is a drum set, 2 monitors, and a camera.
And my old TV.
Yeah, but it's not on. We could hook it up, but I don't know what we would use it for.
But yeah. On that autism test, you needed to score 65 or higher for a sign of autism.
Yeah.
What did I score?
117?
118.
118. The big 118.
So, maybe if we have money, At some point.
You gotta go get tested?
I would do it.
Make us rich so we can find out if Lane has autism.
Does Lane have autism?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe like Asperger's, but that's about it.
Sounds like a good meal.
No, it doesn't.
You don't want them Asperger's? You really won't go fill my water up for me?
No.
That's unfortunate.
For you.
Yeah, that's true. I wish my eyes weren't so bad so I could see.
Just shot at a black man and took his shoes.
What? What?
Just stole my little cousin's copy of Black Ops 2. That girl coochie smell like poo poo. Her pussy so tight it feel like gorilla glue. Straight bars. Off the dome. You've missed all but one.
Shut the
one time
fuck
you
up.
Didn't miss, you pushed it down.
Shut the fuck up. How am I supposed to make anything into that? Anyway, it's full.
Take it out.
No, well, not right. We were doing the podcast.
Well, duh, but I'm just pointing out the fact. Take out your trash.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't full until.
You can't do it as well.
I can't do. I'm sick. I can't do that with my throat right now.
You sound stupid.
That's really unfortunate for me, actually. No, I'm not trying it anymore. My throat hurts.
It has not felt like. Well, it has felt like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it has. My brain's racking to think of things to talk about. Well, not really. I'm just trying to think of what stories I can and can't tell.
We got like 10 minutes to fill, ish.
I mean, there's shit that we've done. I'm just not sure if we're allowed to say it. There's like multiple psychedelic experiences we could talk about.
You can talk about them. Do you want to talk about the time I was on the porch when I took all the chocolates?
The 7 chocolates?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Took a lot.
Yeah, some random, hypothetically speaking, Lane took 7 psychedelic chocolates. And I don't know what you were seeing, so I really can't tell you. I really couldn't explain it to you.
The first time you called me, it was beautiful.
First time I called you?
Like whenever you were on your way over.
Oh, this was before I lived with.
No.
No.
You were like in the process
of moving in. It was like because I moved in on like a Friday, and it was like that Wednesday.
You were like living here, but not living here at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I like when you were on the phone with me, I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is so beautiful. I felt so at peace.
Yeah, you came in and ate 2 more or 3 more or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I only ate 2 that day.
Were you chilling? Because like I know that you ate some, but I didn't know. Like I was so out of it that I had no idea how you were feeling.
Yeah, I figured. Well, I tried to like, cause you were tripping way harder than I was. Like way harder than I was. The only thing that happened to me that was like super crazy. One was my pants like I was wearing gray pants that day. There's a gray sweats like this but darker, and they like randomly had a pattern and like were different colors like purple, green, blue. It was like disco, and it was like a moving pattern along my pants. And then I remember, I think this was around the time of when the blunt was introduced. I looked at you, and like imagine your head. The only way I can explain it is like a cartoon character's head exploding. So like your left eye got really big, and the rest of your face kind of like shrank a little bit. But it was just like super morphed at the same time, and then went back to normal, almost like elastic. Like if a bomb went off in your head, but like you were rubber.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and it like went back, and I looked at you, and I just went, "Holy shit! The craziest thing I've ever seen just happened to your face." And then you were like, "Yeah, 30 random things just happened to your face. I couldn't even pick one out."
Yeah, that's how it was, dude. I was having such a good time. Like I really, really was that day. I remember whenever you left, I was in a really bad mood.
After I left?
Yeah, I was upset. I just didn't want you to leave.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave that day either. I think I left later, like a lot later too.
Yeah. Oh, I was just all sorts of fucked up. Chase was gone like all that day.
I think he had work.
But then he did something after.
Because he came home while... No, did he bring...
He came home right at the end of
He bring
everything.
Sabrina over?
No, not that day.
I don't even know if I can say that name. I'm going to blur
Yeah,
that
you
name
can.
out. I mean, I haven't asked her, so I'm just going to keep it out for now.
Sure. I'd say just before we...
Yes. No, because I think... No, and Bryce was tweaking that day, too. Do you remember that?
That was a different day, but I know what day you're talking about.
No, it wasn't. That was the same day. No, it was... Bryce was...
The day that I took the 7?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because you
'Cause
took...
I was on my own that day.
I'm talking about the day that you took the 7, because you also took...
I took...
You took... Do you remember what you took that day?
I remember the day
Tinfoil.
where it was just me and you,
Yep.
and then the other day where it was...
I'm not talking about when Bryce was here. He was in Cola.
I didn't... Whenever all y'all tripped, I didn't trip that time. And then,
I'm not talking about while he
then
was
when I
here.
was on my own.
I'm talking about you and I. The day that you and I, just you and me.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Bryce was not here that day.
Correct.
He was back in Cola.
Correct.
Yes. And then he started tweaking because he heard how much you took, and he was like, is he okay? Blah, blah. Do you not remember that?
No, because I probably wasn't paying attention to what...
Yeah, bro. I had to, like, calm Bryce down.
No.
Because he was like, he was like trying to get a hold of you, and I was like, leave him alone. He's fine.
I don't remember that. No.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was talking about.
I don't even remember him calling that day.
Yeah. We were on the phone with him for a little while.
No memory. Absolutely none, to be honest. What?
Oh, don't do it. Don't.
It's a short...
It's a short cord.
I want to play Mario Kart.
Oh, wait. Use this one. This one's definitely going to be better.
I like the way that pussy fart.
Ooh.
I want to play some Mario Kart.
Ooh.
Easy shit. Push to start.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Damn.
Thank you, Chase.
Wow. What a... Is that time?
Yeah. I mean, we could call it here. It'd be like a couple minutes short, but that's okay.
Wait, what is it? What is it at?
1:30. But remember that.
There's like a 2-minute interlude?
That's fine.
Oh, he coming back.
Oh, no way. Oh, no way.
God.
Oh, no.
Fat bitches look like Paul Blart. I'm hitting up 911 like it's a cart.
Oh, my God.
I'm a white boy, and I'm still off the charts.
Shit.
Be Rad from the Boo? Hayes? Enjoy your shower, Chase. Wow. Well, I can't imagine anything better to end it on,
Yeah.
honestly.
So, it's been fun.
It's been great. Welcome back,
Yeah.
us.
This
Because you didn't go anywhere. It was us that left.
Yeah. It'll be back in normal soon. We just gotta, figure it out when that's all gonna be normal.
Pretty much. Doesn't take too long to set it up, I don't think.
We just need to come up with a schedule because work. Just get it. We're getting adjusted to it again.
It's true.
So when we figure,
He has to start waking up at normal human hours now.
So everything starts getting normal, then we'll start talking about regular uploads and times. And
I've also been thinking that I really, 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 really want to do midnight gaming sessions that are recorded and posted because we do that anyway.
we can.
So I think I'm gonna look into that soon. But other than that, thank you for watching 0xp.
Thank you.
Go check us out on TikTok and YouTube and Spotify if you're not on one of those already. Listening. What else are we on? Apple Music,
Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. So thank you so much, and we will see you next time. I'm not sure which way I actually need to go to get. Oh, here we go.